now something should actually be happening. Aha! Maybe. Maybe. Aha! There we go. Alright. Explaining what we're doing. At the moment, I've got some things in my primer color, which is actually a khaki camo color. And the reason we're using a camo paint... Hello. I think you're the only person here, the tactical nerd. You're the only person here now. But anyways, we're using this camouflage khaki paint as our primer because it's an ultra flat and it sticks to the plastic without needing to be sanded. So that's what we're doing to everything. And I gotta get this cleaned up, but first I'm gonna putty in this vented area here for a little tiny Mega logo. And then I discovered that these glue inserts here are kind of sharp. So I'm going to take and file and sand these right the way down so that they don't cut into my hand anymore. And then that'll be the only part of the blaster I'm planning to sand for this paint job because of the confidence I have in my primer. I hope you can hear me okay. I think I turned the volume back up from the end of the last stream. But anyways, I'm going to get to working on this. And to be fair, I only just made this illuminator to shoot Mega today. I would say this morning, but I wasn't awake this morning. I slept in. I didn't have work today. Alright, don't want to get too terribly aggressive, I don't think. I'm just taking these lumps down because I don't like them. I should have bought more of these. I think I'm going to buy more of these. And do one that's like a rough cut style setup. Where it's got like a 4-dart smart AR system. Are there any AR system Mega Blasters? The Thunderhawk, I guess. Or the bow? The Thunderbow, maybe? That one's smart AR. That'd be more barrels than I wanted, but it would be more effective then. Yeah, that should about do. That should about do. I don't want it flat, I just want it smooth. Ooh. I dug into this wood grain a little more than I wanted to, but it'll be alright. That part of it, the person wouldn't notice anyways. That right there was about all the hard part of this process. Huh. I guess since this is the part where your hand rubs on it anyways, it makes sense to have it be the part that has actual surface prep. There it is. A little bit of rubbing alcohol to clean all the dust out of the pores. And that's ready for primer. And now we're all lonely again. At least the stream health looks pretty good. That's always important. Now these two are ready for primer, so I'm going to take and do that quick and pop back in a minute. So, I'll leave you with this. Nope, that. Cut. Aha. Be back in a minute.
We figured stuff out. Whose turn is it?
I have no clue.
It's yours. It's your turn.
No.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Fine, walk it.
Meh.
You know you're me.
No, you meh.
You me.
No, you meh.
You me.
Meh.
Me.
No.
Shut up.
Bye, kitty. Greens or nines?
Oh wait, no, wait, never mind.
We can move these.
Do have a green.
Aha. Don't get me for this.
You're gonna get me for it if you're making her draw 4.
It's blue.
That's how.
I'm gonna get you for it. Or I'm gonna make Alex get you for it. Hint, hint.
blue.
It's blue.
The only color I don't have out of this entire stupid hand.
Oh, good.
When I wish upon a deck, I shall draw a very blue, and it will be all that I need to defeat you. Oh dang! I got blue. Fuck. Blue again.
Meh. Ocho.
Oh. Getting blues right off the bat.
It's a
Let's
6.
change it.
Oh, I'm fine with that color. What, don't you have any yellow? Don't you have a different color strip? Don't you have sleeves with another deck in it?
Yes.
What?
Draw 2, Alex. Draw 4, Chance. Draw 2, me.
You're gonna have some of mine.
We'd have some
Alright.
more.
We're back.
You're right.
We
I
are
think you have all
back.
the yellows in your hand.
I
Wow.
only have 3 yellows now.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Aha! I have returned. We got those other 2 parts looking like this now. Ooh. This is our primer color. This part and the associated goo I can't get into final color tonight because I have to go to the store and pick up the metallic black that I'm painting this. But this khaki camo color is our primer color because it sticks to plastic without sanding it, just with a little surface prep from our isopropyl alcohol. And now, onto the main body, I'm going to fill in this venti area here with epoxy putty so I can put a little tiny Mega logo right there. And then we're going to paint this a nice, bright apple red. So I got to grab some putty and get right to work on that. And then before I leave, I'll show you the magical internals that make this thing mega. I don't have any mega darts in it right now, or any handy. I'll grab some in a second. At the moment, then I'll take my nice pointy file here and scuff up into these little spots. Just to give the maximum surface area for epoxy putty to stick to. If you can't get sandpaper in there, get something pointy in there and just scuff it up. This is probably overkill since all of this is cosmetic anyways. Should get just about everything in color that I have. I've got the one piece of the one goo layer that goes here already painted white. That's normally blue. That'll be the white color on this to go with the mega color scheme. Yeah, I'll sand and scuff everything first, then apply the epoxy putty. Here, erase these pencil marks I made around here. There we go. It's been really nice how straightforward this whole build has been, making this thing mega. I basically came up with a game plan before bed last night and then executed it today, and it went pretty well. Hardest part was tearing up my workshop to find barrel material for mega darts. Turns out that part of the internals on this thing actually would fit mega darts, but it's only like half an inch long. Yeah. Oh goodness. There we go, the finger remover 5000. Seems nice and vital again. If I'm lucky, I won't make a big mess of everything. Probably not a great idea playing with epoxy putty right after getting out of the shower. But I wanted to kill time for 20 minutes while I waited for primer to cure. Yeah, that's like 4 times more the amount of epoxy putty than I need. Well, maybe it's just right. course, at this point, it's so sticky it'll rather stick to me than the blaster, which is never terribly convenient. Beautiful. Just the way I want it. Alright, don't tell anyone I did this. Or do I'm gonna sterilize it after anyways. These epoxy tubes are also great for rival rounds. Now, what to do while I wait 15 minutes for these to dry? Because I can't sand that epoxy putty down until after it's set up. Well, I'm going to leave you guys with the card game again and go check on the stuff I've got paint and primer out in the other room. Dude.
Now it's
How?
going.
Yay!
Now
We
it's going.
figured stuff out. Whose turn is it?
Obviously.
It's yours.
It's your turn.
No, I
Yeah.
just.
It's your turn.
Fine. Walk.
Yeah. Meh.
You know you're me.
No, you meh.
You me.
No, you meh.
You me.
Meh.
Me.
No.
Shut up.
Bye, kitty.
Alright. Well, our other primer pieces here that we just sanded. Oh,
We
wait.
can move these
Still
up.
agree.
Should probably show you what's going on first. Alright, yeah. These guys in primer, they're nice and dry. along with its GU section, GU plate, whatever. These are ready for paint when I get that nice black metallic that I'm going to paint these handles tomorrow, because I got to go to the store to get that. I was at the store and I picked out the color, but I didn't grab it for some reason. Metallic black. And then I'm thinking about the X-Shot logo being white, but I'll do that after so I can tape it off all nice and pretty like. Because I want to add more white than just the GU plate that goes on the barrel, which is white and is in the other room right now drying. That'll probably stay there all night. These are ready for paint tomorrow. Oh, that'll be so much more comfortable without all the raised drips. And move these off to the side right now, and I guess I'll give you guys a peek at the internals that make this thing mega. Real quick, I'll grab a couple mega darts. These are Amazon special aftermarket mega darts, but they do the trick. Now this does not shoot shotgun mega darts, it's one at a time using the stock rotation mechanism, but yeah, it really doesn't work without the rest of the blaster either, unfortunately. Oh yeah, getting this thing apart is a pain. But at least the cap isn't solvent welded on. Yeah, start with the easy part. This is the bar that works your rotation mechanism for the barrel selection. It's very nice. You need 2 flathead screwdrivers for this. Well, sometimes you can get away with 1, but it's easier with 2. Point is patience to get it off of there, and making sure you lift it off of the tabs. But this end of the blaster is where all the magic happens. It's got 5 screws in it. They're full length. There's 1 short screw in this whole blaster, and as near as I can tell, you can put it anywhere you like. And you can put the longer screws anywhere you like, and nowhere gets stressed out or broken. Just make sure the screw with the wide head goes here for the selector bar, if you're going to use it. If you shotgun this thing like my other one, or like Captain Xavier did, which I think I kind of just copied what he did, except without shortening the barrels. Yeah. Anyways, we've got 2 halves of an XBZ pump tube, and then cut in half, set into these 3/4 inch CPVC couplers, and then the stock rotation part here. You cut out a bunch of stuff till you get 2 barrels. It's what these are the barrels for it, for the regular darts, and it fits over this. You cut out all of this on this part till you just have the round part, and then you got to fill that back up with electric tape, and then I've got that gooped on, and then I've got the hot glue in there for to help support everything. And then this is all stock. This is stock. Stock spring, because good luck finding a replacement or upgrade spring for this. It's enormous and has to fit over a shaft like this, plus the catch. So all we got in here is new grease and then a perfect Teflon tape job. Well, I say perfect, it probably could do with a little bit more, but not much more. If you want this guy to rotate, don't lose this plastic washer here. Yeah. Come on. Oh yeah, and then clearancing for this front screw post. That was actually easier than I was expecting it to be, thankfully. Alright. Assembly begins with this guy getting the spring behind his rest, putting in the plastic, then the rotation piece, set in the spring and the plastic washer, and set them just into here. There's a little hole that goes into. There we go. This post lines up inside of there. Your barrels are offset towards the top, so make sure they go there. And then bring this all the way from the back so that that rest goes against the spring. Probably start by snapping your barrel cap back on. This will go on upside down so that your iron sight is on the bottom, so be careful about that. Yeah, I can let him out too. Then reassemble. Mine doesn't exactly fit together well. It's a little bit of a squeeze fit, so I got to clamp down on it real good with my hand so I don't strip out the threads while I'm tightening them. Start in the middle because it takes the most stress off of everything. And then the back will have no stress on it at all, so you really just gotta make sure you find where the screw belongs in his post and not strip him out. And then the front one, which requires lots of clamping. And that's mega internals in an X-shot eliminator. It could probably do with the inside of there being just a touch more efficient. I probably have a small air leak somewhere besides just that rotation mechanism, which, because it doesn't have any kind of seal, it's just plastic on plastic. Air does get out around there, but it launches mega darts pretty reasonably. Probably something on the order of almost 60 FPS, which is not bad considering it's pretty much stock internals, just a lot bigger, heavier dart coming out of it. And my epoxy putty is done. So, I just got to level that down a little bit. Flat file. Alright, maybe it is just a touch bit gooey yet. Well, there is another method for doing this. This one? Is this one that I want to use? Something red on there. Whoop. Uh-oh, we're undercovering some eggs. Some artifacts, some voids in the epoxy putty. Yeah, I don't like this. It's not ready yet. It's still too soft to be sanded. I'm trying to think of what to do next. I can't do nothing with this till tomorrow. Epoxy putty is not quite right yet. I suppose I could take this time and tape off this X-Shot logo. Oh yeah, I do plan on painting these separately, but I don't need them separated just yet. I don't need to tape this off until tomorrow either. Oh, I know. For the time being, I'll take and paint this white and then tape it off tomorrow morning. Or not tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. Before I paint it black. Because it'll be easier to paint white on khaki than it will be to paint white on black. And then I'll go see about if that white part is ready for clear coat yet. Before I leave, I will turn on the card game again, though. There.
Yay!
10
We
hours ago.
figured stuff out. Whose turn is it?
I have no clue.
It's yours.
It's your turn.
No, I
Yeah,
just.
it's your turn.
Fine. Walk.
Yeah. Meh.
You know you're me.
No, you meh.
You me.
No, you meh.
You me.
Meh.
Me.
No.
Shut up.
Bye, kitty. Any
Bitch.
dreams in mind?
Oh wait, no, wait, never mind.
Yeah, we can move these.
You have a dream.
Aha. I'm gonna get you for this.
You're gonna get
Blue.
me for it if you're making her draw 4.
It's blue.
That's how.
I'm gonna get you for it. Or I'm gonna make Alex get you for it. Hint, hint.
Blue.
It's blue.
It's blue.
The only color I don't have out of this entire stupid hand.
Oh, good.
When I wish upon a deck, I shall draw a very blue, and it'll be all that I need to defeat you. Oh dang, I got blue! Fuck. Blue again!
Meh. Ocho.
Oh. Getting blues right off the bat.
Pizza.
Let's change it.
I'm fine with that color. What? Don't you have any yellow? Don't you have a different color skip? Okay, fine. Don't you have a sleeve with another deck in it?
Yes.
Draw 2, Alex. Draw 4, Chance. Draw 2, me.
Alright. So, again, this is the goo plate that goes on our barrels, and it's going to be the only part I'm painting white on this whole process. But the white needs to harden up more, or the clear coat will yellow it and cloud it up, and it will look quite gross. So this gets finished painted tomorrow in clear coat. Okay, that feels hard enough to properly sand now. use sandpaper. I don't want to gum up my files anymore. Seems to be sanding normally. If anything, I didn't spend enough time kneading this epoxy putty. Time is it? Oh, 11:30. Of course it is. Alright, sanding's taking too long. I don't want to use that knife. I have a knife for doing stuff like this. What am I doing? There we go. I don't want it to dig in, I just want it to cut the surface off. And it keeps digging in because the stuff is flat. There we go. That's nice. If I can just perfectly sand that smooth, it'll be great. And assuming I don't dig down and give myself a bunch of gouges that are below the surface line I want. Huh. Magic. Well, just about magic. Now I can level the stone properly. Guess it would help if I knew whether or not epoxy putty hardening gave off any kind of gases. That wouldn't interfere with my paint job. It'd probably help if I gave this stuff the full 20 minutes that it's supposed to have to harden. think I did take and put a gouge in that, as well as these voids. Oh, that side. Should just take and level this out with glazing putty real quick and then call it good. In fact, I think I shall. Tape that off so I don't get glazing putty everywhere. I don't want it into these little grooves. I don't want them smoothed off. I want them nice and rough. It'll help with the paint and it'll give it that nice stock look I'm kind of out to emulate. Just a bit. Just a bit. And at this point, we're putting way more effort into this than I intended to initially. All because I'm being impatient about the epoxy putty setting. So I'm sure this will make my life a lot harder, rather than easier. Okay. Now I gotta give this a little bit to dry. And then sand that back. Yeet. Well, guess we'll just have to figure out something to do for 15 minutes while all that cures. Meh. What does that look like? It looks like that, which is perfect. Except now I gotta look way up where you are because you're mounted on top of the monitor, other than the small one. So we've got the big camera and the little camera. What to do for 15 minutes? Huh. Well, there is a knockout over there, but I don't have anything I can do with that. Those battery packs aren't there. Guess I've got no other choice. I'll have to play cards again.
Now it's
Aha.
going.
Yay!
Now
We
it's going.
figured stuff out. Whose turn is it?
I have no clue.
It's yours.
It's your turn.
No, I
Yeah,
just.
it's your turn.
Fine. Walk.
Yeah. Meh.
You know you're me.
No, you meh.
You me.
No, you meh.
You me.
Meh.
Me.
Meh.
Shut up.
Back you. Any
Bitch.
greens or nines?
Oh wait, no, wait, never mind.
We can move these.
Do
up.
have a green.
Aha. I'm gonna get you for this.
You're gonna get me for it. You're making her draw 4.
It's blue.
That's not.
You get you for it. Or I'm gonna make Alex get you for it. Hint, hint.
Blue.
Blue.
Is blue.
One color I don't have out of this entire stupid hand.
Oh, good.
But when I wish upon a deck, I shall draw my very blue, and it will be all that I need to defeat you. Oh dang, I got blue!
Alright. Back again. I went and grabbed the other one of these that I've got converted to be a regular dart shotgun. You know, as you do. I've got this done up in our same color here, but clear coated. And I did this just to, because I didn't like the blue, and yeah. But also over here I did this in a camouflage. It's supposed to be olive drab, but it's darker and got more of a gray tint to it. It doesn't look very green, but I got a little bit excited and started monkeying with it and playing with, or assembling everything and using it before the clear coat was totally dry. So I got a little spot right there I gotta patch up. I might as well do that while I got everything, while I'm in a painting mindset. And I would have liked to have sanded this plate down before I put it on here forever, like the other ones, so that it wasn't all rough and sharp. It just, all of these knobs right in the fold of your hand, it's not comfortable. It's not ideal. That's alright. This is a secondary type blaster anyways, so. Anyhow. Just that little area. Take and scuff it up, only just slightly. In fact, let's get that just a little bit wet. It won't look perfect because there's color missing there, but I really just want to level out the clear coat so it's glossy, if nothing else. I suppose technically I should tape off the rest of it, or run it as is. Definitely need to clean all of it. I've been handling it way too much. Probably technically should sand this, but what the heck, right? Guess while I wait for other things to dry off, I can show you how you shotgun one, or how I did the shotgun setup in this, because I know it's inspired by the way Captain Xavier did his, but I didn't shorten the barrels any, or get rid of the goop. I just colored it so it's more what's the word? Tolerable. So it's a little more tolerable. I'll leave that like that and come back after I've clear coated this again. Alright, that's in clear coat. That can be put away. And this we can set aside. And let's check out these. How are they doing? Alright. Yeah. Guess some of that paint didn't agree with me completely. Yeah, this stuff ruins sandpaper fast. That's not even sandpaper anymore. I'll grab an older piece. Hmm. That's maybe almost just smooth enough. I have a feeling that might have been a mistake. Nope, doesn't feel like it was a mistake. Cool. Alright. Seems good enough. Well, almost good enough. Let's see this guy again. Yep, seems nice and level now. Oop. Oh gosh. Aha. Hmm. Hmm. Cool. Hmm. looks super crazy, but it's really not. Perfect. Ah. And voila. That should do the trick. Nice and smoothed off. Alright, hard part's over. And I need the rag though. I need that to do a full blaster wipe down. Or, yeah. Because it is now your time for primer. And then paint 15 minutes later. I'm completely cheating at this entire paint job by not sanding anything that I don't have to, which is normally everything. But I want this build to be relatively lazy. Don't want to stress myself out with hours and hours of painting, or of sanding, on something that took me maybe an hour or 2 or 3 to build, as opposed to the normal like 7, 8, 9 hour process, 10-hour process that it takes to build and plaster normally. I gotta remember to get into there on this side. Take and wipe everything down so it's clean, clean. And now, get this into primer, and it'll just be fantastic. We'll be right back after I got this all nice and khakied out. Then I can add this nice candy apple red. Well, not candy apple red, but gloss apple red. I suppose candy apple red might be patented or trademarked. I don't know. Back to cards again.
How's it
Aha.
going?
Yay!
Ten-
We figured stuff out. Whose turn is it?
I have no clue.
It's yours.
So,
No, I
Yeah.
just
it's your turn.
Fine. Walk.
Yeah. Meh.
You know you're me.
No, you meh.
You me.
No, you meh.
You me.
Meh.
Me.
No.
Shut up.
Bye, kitty. Getting greens or nines.
Oh wait, no, wait, never mind.
Right, we can move these.
Do
up
have a green.
Aha.
You're gonna get me for it if you're making her draw 4.
It's blue.
That's how.
I'm gonna get you for it. Or I'm gonna make Alex skating for it. Hint, hint.
Blue.
It's blue.
Is blue.
The only color I don't have out of this entire stupid hand.
Oh, good.
But when I wish upon a deck, I shall draw a very blue, and it will be all that I need to defeat you. Oh dang! I got blue. Fuck. Blue again.
Meh. Ultra.
Oh. Getting blues right off the bat.
It's a
Let's
6.
change it.
Oh, I'm fine with that color. What, don't you have any yellow? Don't you have a different color skip? Okay, fine. Don't you have a sleeve with another deck in it?
Yes.
Draw 2, Alex. Draw 4, Chance. Draw 2, me.
Here, you can have some of mine.
Could have some of my yellows.
Alright.
I think you have all the yellows in your hand.
I only have 3 yellows now.
I only got 1.
Come on.
Una. The way he's looking at you.
Ugh. I cut it right down to the wire with my primer just there. There's hardly a drop left. Long ago has the sticker decal been lost for this can, but it is in fact this wonderful camo color desert tan khaki. And it sticks to things magically. So I'll have to get on and order some more of that. That's the only color of that paint that my local hardware store can get anymore. They can't get in the black or the olive drab green or the like the dark green or the brown anymore. It's just the khaki that it's Hunter Specialty brand camo paint that this particular paint is. Krylon also makes these colors, and so does Rust-Oleum, but Rust-Oleum for some reason doesn't make the olive drab green. They make like a grass green and then like a dark hunter green, but they don't make a like an olive drab military green. But all that aside, this maybe is ready for clear coat, but I'll wait till morning just to be safe because I don't want this to be yellow. Well, it is a flat white too and not a gloss, but anyways, in a couple of minutes, those the parts that are green that we just finished leveling out this area on with epoxy putty, that primer will be ready, and then I'll paint it a nice shade of apple red, and then I won't be able to go any further till I get the metallic black for the grip tomorrow. So it's about as far as we can take it with this stream. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll make another stream some other time and probably have the video out Saturday on these this pair of modified X-Shot eliminators, and they'll be have nice functional well, they'll be nice and functional and have decent paint and my own unique spin on them. Let's see. Do. What's going on? Alright, that is full page. Aha!